Now I will elaborate all these 5 precepts one by one. The first precept: abstain from killing any living beings. In this context, living beings includes not only human beings, but all living beings, both big and small, including animals, insects, etc., that share our environment with us. In addition to killing, any form of harming, injuring, torturing and ill-treating a living being is also included in the spirit of this precept. Destruction of a life while carrying out one's professional activities as well as in sporting activities for enjoyments or competitions like hunting, fishing, etc. may also be included within this precept. The intention is an important factor in carrying out an act of killing, which can be done by a person directly through one's own bodily actions or indirectly by giving instructions or commands to others to carry out that act of killing. The 3 roots of unwholesome actions of greed, hatred and delusion may give rise to the action of killing either separately or in combination with each other. While killing rooted in hatred is considered more serious than killing rooted in greed. Now the second precept, that is, abstain from stealing. This precept involves the stealing or taking something that rightfully belongs to someone else, which is not offered or given to oneself by the respective owner. In addition to stealing, other forms of taking things belonging to others through robbery, fraud, as well as any livelihood involving any forms of deception, bribery, exploitation and manipulation may also be included within this precept. Employees not fulfilling the duties they are paid for, employers failing to pay their employees adequately for the work they carry out, misuse of property belonging to employers or the state, and traders selling goods of low quality to customers can all be considered to fall within this precept. As with the first precept, the intention or violation to steal something that knowingly belongs to another person is an important factor in violating the precept, and the action of stealing can be rooted in any of the 3 unwholesome roots of greed, hatred and delusion, although greed may be the most frequent root involved. Now the third precept is abstain from sexual misconduct. In addition to sexual misconduct, this precept has also been interpreted by some to include misconduct in all sensual pleasures from any sense organs of the body. Improper sexual relation for a man includes having a sexual relationship with any female who is cared for by her parents, brother, sister or any other relative, as well as someone who is married or engaged to another man. Sexual relationships with any close relative, which may be prohibited by tradition, and with religious nuns are also included within this precept. Now, improper sexual relations for a woman include a sexual relationship with a man with whom it is forbidden to engage in sexual activities, either by tradition or based on religious grounds. As far as a married woman is concerned, a sexual relationship with any man other than her husband falls within this precept. Sexual relationships that involves force, violence, blackmail, trickery, threats and bribery are also included within the spirit of this precept. In most instances involving violation of this precept, the root cause may be greed, although in some instances greed can be associated with the other two unwholesome roots of hatred and delusion. Now the fourth precept, abstain from telling lies. This precept includes false speech with the deliberate intention of deceiving another person. We do not enjoy being lied to and appreciate honesty from others in our community, and similarly, otherwise will also not enjoy being lied to and will appreciate honestly from us. False speech can also be through non-verbal means like gestures and written communications. The root cause of violating this precept through false speech can be any of the three unwholesome roots of greed, hatred and delusion, either separately or in combination with other factors. Now the fifth precept is abstain from alcoholic intoxicants. The substances included within this precept may include fermented alcohols like beer, wine and cider, distilled alcohols like whiskey, brandy, vodka, arak and rum, and intoxicating drugs such as marijuana, cocaine, heroin, opium and many other such substances. Alcohol and other intoxicants can cause disturbance in consciousness, senses, attention, perception, mental and physical self-control and lead to heedlessness. A significant aspect of this precept is that one who violates this precept is capable of violating the other four precepts as well. The root cause for violating this precept are mainly greed and delusion. And it should be noted that taking alcohol or other intoxicants contained in medication for medical purposes doesn't amount to violation of the precept. Now, considering the fact that in all five precepts, one is expected to undertake to abstain from performing certain physical and verbal actions, one may wonder whether the precept presupposes that those who observe them carry out only negative behaviors rather than any positive behavior. However, this is not the case, as each precept has both a negative and a positive aspect, and while it can be difficult to produce strict guidelines regarding abstract qualities like compassion, goodwill, generosity, honesty and contentment, it is much easier to develop them once their negative counterparts are controlled.